What is going on, people? Welcome to another live episode of Take It to the Table. Yes, hosted by Wrestling Republic, of course. I hope everyone's Christmas has been great. You know, I'm still feeling the effects from my one. It was very I was eating my own body weight, probably, and then some, 110%. But yeah, it's we're just on the cusp of the new year, 2022. This has been a very up and down year, I must say. You know, just not just for me personally, but for everyone in the world. But I hope everyone's keeping safe, and of course, more importantly, hopefully they're getting vaccinated and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, of course, since you're here, might as well, whilst you're at it, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It goes a long way. So yeah, huge shout out to everyone that's here live right now. Yeah, we're going to be talking about AEW Dynamite that just happened last night. Obviously, the fallout as to what's happened there and what's going to be happening next. And of course, we're going to be talking about the latest breaking news, which is, of course, Toni Storm has left WWE. So we're just going to be talking about that, and of course, everything else in between. But yeah, without further ado, let us take it to the table now. So yeah, we're going to be talking about AEW Dynamite that happened a couple I must say a couple nights ago. It happened last night. It was a very good show, I must say. It was a very strong show. For those that don't know, it is the last episode on TNT channel before they move over to the TBS channel. Obviously to us UK folk, that doesn't mean nothing to us. But for US, they're moving to a more broader, more bigger channel in TBS over there. And yeah, they said they hosted this one at the Daily's Palace, or Daily's Place, I should say. This was obviously the home for AEW during the peak of the pandemic, so to speak. Yeah, overall, it was a pretty solid show. I did quite enjoyed it. They made it really mean something and put on a good show, like knowing the fact that this is going to be the last episode on TNT before they move over to the TBS channel. And yeah, it was really good. The finals. Let's get into the main meat of the show. So the TBS semifinals was on for the AEW the TBS Women's Championship. And that was between Jade Cargill against Thunder Rosa. Really great match, hard hitting. Jade Cargill still looking great. I think she's still one of my favorite women wrestlers in the AEW roster. Yeah, she put on a good show. So did Thunder Rosa. Everyone loves Thunder Rosa. Back and forth. Looked like Thunder Rosa was trying to close in for the win, and then basically Jade Cargill basically kicked her into the bottom turnbuckle, whilst her manager, Jade Cargill's manager, was basically keeping the referee distracted. And then all of a sudden, this mysterious figure came out and then cracked Thunder Rosa with a broken bottle, with a bottle, and then it went broken, should I say. And then yeah, Jade Cargill went for a finisher, and then that was it. 1, 2, 3. Jade Cargill is going to the finals against Ruby Soho next week on AEW Dynamite. And then the masked individual turned out to be Mercedes Martinez. Yeah, that's her name, right? Yeah, Mercedes Martinez has debuted on AEW Dynamite. Great coup for AEW. I know she was working a couple Impact events prior to that. But yeah, great signing. Well, I don't think it's been confirmed that she's gone all elite, but you know, the fact that she's there and attacked Thunder Rosa, there's gonna be probably a feud building up right there. So yeah, that's they were obviously continuously attacking Thunder Rosa, and then Ruby Soho came out and scared them off, and then that was it. So yeah, Mercedes Martinez is in AEW. Very great coup. I feel very bad for her during WWE. Obviously, everyone knows that she was one of the members of Retribution. They quietly removed her because she was like, nah. Went back to NXT. Had some good matches there. There was one scary moment where she was knocked out during a match. But then yes, after that, when it was the new skin of NXT 2.0, then that's when she got cut. Someone's here is right. Extremely experienced and will help the women's division immensely. AEW have confirmed it now too. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, Ben, for joining the show. So there you go. AEW has confirmed that she has gone all elite, and you're right. She is hugely experienced. Love her work. So yeah, AEW is a good shout. Very good shout for a good fit for her. We'll see where it goes from there. So what else happened in the show? CM Punk came out for the first time in Daily's Place, gave a little promo about MJF and obviously everything about Brody Lee, and the tribute show. Basically, that was the moment that made him come to AEW, basically. And he's saying that, fine, MJF doesn't want to deal with me, then fine, I'm going to go for I've got bigger fish to fry, basically. He's going to go for the title. Who knows, like, it would be such a shame if someone basically disrupted his path to gold. So they're kind of playing it down right now regarding him and MJF. But yeah, they obviously they're long away from finish. I don't know if they are going to long-term plan it in terms of, keep them away for a while and then bring it back later on, or this is just obviously currently right now. I'm going right now. God knows it's quite open season right now. It is quite open season. We'll see with that. Decent promo, not his best work, but it was nice that he obviously shouted out JR, shouted out Brody Lee, all those things. It was pretty cool. What else happened in the show? Obviously the main event was the Best Friends and Orange Cassidy versus the Undisputed. Adam Cole and Red Dragon, basically. It's still surreal to see the actual, like, you see them, the trio, in AEW so soon as well, which is pretty cool because the feud between Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole is still fresh in my mind. Obviously, I think it's fresh in everyone's mind, especially with Bobby Fish and everything. So, but it's I'm not complaining. I'm here for it. Great match with them as well. And now you can see that Adam Cole is torn. Between what's going on with the Young Bucks and with Red Dragon. I'm so up for seeing Undisputed Era versus Young Bucks. It's going to happen. I can't wait to see that. So, but yeah, that was pretty good. Obviously, there was what else was there? Eddie Kingston still feuded with 2.0. There was again to the usual little antics. It was Santana and Ortiz and Eddie Kingston versus 2.0 and Daniel Garcia. and that was it was great. It was good. Again, 2.0 obviously did some underhanded stuff, pulled the tights, won, and then they were beating down the team as well. Daniel Garcia got the ring bell clocked. I think it was Santana. He clocked. And then it was the return of Chris Jericho. Has finally come back from his tour now, and was coming and swinging. Was it Floyd? It was Floyd, wasn't it? Yeah. And that was pretty cool. So good to see Jericho back. Honestly, regarding this face run, me personally, just putting it out there, I wanted to go back to a heel. I'm not really too fussed about this babyface run now. Let me know in the comments as well. What's your thoughts on that? Do you think do you think the face run has run its course, or do you think there's still life in this? But let me know in the comments as well. But yeah, that was cool to see him back. He's been gone for a while. But yeah, and he's looking fresh faced as well. Liking it. So yeah, that was pretty much the meat of the show. It was a nice send off, nice ending to final episode before the end of the year. Obviously, we got Rampage on New Year's Eve. Good matches set up on that as well. So you got Cody Rhodes versus Ethan Page for the TNT Championship, and then also you have there's a street fight, a six woman street fight that's also set for that as well. So yeah, it's pretty stacked, pretty stacked. I'm liking it. So yeah, that is so overall as a review for the show, I'll say I'll give it a solid 8. Yeah, solid 8. That will suffice. I think that was 8 out of 10. Very good show. Definitely recommend to go and see it. There was no downtime. It was pretty solid. So yeah, 8 out of 10. So yeah, that was AEW Dynamite. Now let's go into the second news of the second major news of the week, and that is of course Toni Storm. She has officially left WWE. Now, the reason I say left is because they haven't said that they've released her, but it wasn't due to budget cuts. It was apparently due to her request. She just immediately left, and yeah, I'm live. Oh. Yeah, it was due to she just abruptly left, and then that was just completely out of nowhere. There's obviously we don't want to obviously speculate as to why she left or what's the reasoning behind it, but they said it's pretty out of nowhere and pretty weird. They've said that that she was at a live show event with Sasha Banks and Charlotte in a triple threat match. And as soon as that match ended, she basically just left. She even booked her own ticket, took the flight home, and then she just wanted to leave. God knows what's happened. It's all out of nowhere. No one knows exactly what's going on. But what I've just told you was the latest word from Dave Meltzer. So very little word about it. We're not going to speculate as to what's happened and why it's happened. She was literally just in a championship match with Charlotte Flair on SmackDown. So that all came out of nowhere. But, all the best to her. Hope she's okay. And, if she chooses to, let the public know as to what's happened and why it's happened, then, of course, it will all come out. It will all come out in due course. But yeah, it was just so out of nowhere. Like it was a rocky start, obviously, with her main roster run. I mean, she got moved to SmackDown, all this promotion behind her. Then it just went dead silent. And then she was only in backstage segments with like Dolph Ziggler and all them kind of people, like meaningless promos, might I add. And then she went quiet again, and all of a sudden she started, trying to, rattle the cage of Charlotte Flair. Then she was getting pied, and it was all to do with pies. It was really, really weird. But yeah, then all of a sudden she was in a SmackDown Championship match, and then she lost that, and then that was it. So I don't know if it's because of creative differences or she's just, this was mentally burned out. Who knows? But we're not going to obviously speculate that until we get the official word, if we ever do, But yeah, Toni Storm is officially gone from WWE. And that's all we have on that, really. But yeah, that was pretty much the quick roundup of my thoughts of Dynamite, as well as my thoughts on Toni Storm. Let me know what's your thoughts of the situation, as well as AEW Dynamite, in the comments as well. Of course, as always, please like, share, and subscribe. Goes a long way. Absolutely goes a long way. I can't be stressed anymore. But yeah, thank you very much, guys. I have been your host, Chaos, and this has been Take It to the Table. Oh, also, by the way, before I let y'all go, I'm going to be doing a review as well of Day One as well, so be sure to look out for that. I'm going to be doing some reaction videos as well, and also going to be doing some little quiz games as well with the crew as well. So Mr. Rhymes, Rides, Matthew, they'll all be here as well in due course. So yeah, don't you worry about that. More content definitely going to be coming in the new year. So but like I said, yeah, I've been your host, Chaos. This has been Take It to the Table. Until next time, guys, Peace.